Hey guys, Chief Williams Unfiltered. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So last night I posted a response to the whole I choose a bear. This apparently there's this thing on social media where people are talking about or women are saying that if you were faced in a hypothetical situation where you came across a bear or a man you didn't know in the woods or in the forest, which one would make you feel safer? And a lot of women are saying that they feel safer with a bear in the woods than an unknown man. And I responded to it. So me being me, and I can be petty. Don't get petty. Stay petty. But part of trolling is to get responses from people. So hey, it's an easy subject to attack because I think it has a lot of holes in it. I don't think it holds water. I think it's, first let me state that it's unfair that there are evil people in the world, male and female. But to try to compare the number of evil men to the number of bears that won't attack you, I don't really see the correlation. It's kind of hard to align those numbers, and that's one of the things that I'll point out later on in the video. So to kind of highlight my disagreement with this whole bear, I choose a bear over a man I don't know to keep me safe argument. I responded with, I don't see bears building roads, houses, and skyscrapers, and I don't see bears driving Ubers and Lyfts. And how can a bear be safer than an unknown man? If you don't like men, that's fine. Just go ahead and continue to drive your car with a flat tire and let that smoke alarm sensor beep. So I got some heat, which was expected. I certainly didn't expect a troll without responses. So some of the responses were, I'm a woman, I know how to change a tire, I know how to change the smoke detector and change the battery in the smoke detector. But it was just ironic that that response didn't cover the building the roads and the house and the skyscraper. So what I'll ask that woman that responded to me is, so this tire that you replaced, so you replaced a tire that was already filled with air that was already on the rim, but who put it on the rim and filled it with air in order for you to put it on the wheel? So it's easy to take 4 or 5 or 6 lug nuts off of a car, jack the car up, and then swap the wheels and then let the car down after tightening up the lug nuts. But who put the air in the tire at the tire shop? Who took the old tire off the rim and put it on the rim? Who filled it with air to the proper air pressure based on the manufacturer's suggested air pressure? And for that matter, who assembled the car? There were probably some women involved, and I appreciate the women that work at car manufacturing plants and tire shops and anything that is involved with the manufacture of any device. We can't do without women. But I would argue that the majority of the people that work at these places that build the infrastructure for the world are men. And when I hear the term, we don't need a man, I have a problem with that. It doesn't make sense to me. I need men. I need firemen. I need policemen. I need soldiers, sailors, and Marines. I need airmen. But I also need women in those same positions. But in order for the world to function, most of the people that are doing the infrastructure are men. So when a woman says, I don't need a man, it doesn't make any sense to me, because it's not possible. You, as a woman, you had a father, whether he was involved in your life or not. Biologically, you needed a man for you to come to this earth. And again, whether he was in your life or not, he was necessary to your creation. And then I had one of the people that responded to me in the chat and challenged me that I thought was pretty funny. She said, I know how to change light bulbs and whatever else she was saying, change a tire. I'm like, did you put the tire on the rim at the rim shop? Did you go to Goodyear, the repair shop, and say, hey guys, I got this. Step out the way. I'm gonna take this shredded tire, this tire that's flat, peel it off the rim, put a new tire on the rim, put the air in it, pop it back on the car, and just pay you for using your tools. And I don't need the men here. I just need the tools that are here. That's the part that confuses me. What the hell are you talking about? You don't need a man. We all need men. We all need women. I can't have children without a woman, and a woman can't have children without a man. So even if you had every necessity in the world, there's a man involved in creating those necessities for you. Now, and this is one thing that I said to another one, well, congratulations to you for living on an island where there are no men involved at all. So apparently you live in a place where you have well water, and the only person that's pumping that well water is women, or you personally. You have some type of way to get rid of your waste, and you're growing all your food because you don't need any farmers or dairy products that come from men that are facilitating the processing of these products that are at your table. So you don't need a man at all. That's my definition. When I hear I don't need a man, I take it literally. And then when on the other hand, when I jokingly say that you just drive around with your flat tire and let your smoke alarm beep, that was not necessarily literally, but it could have been taken literally. But if you want to go literal for literal, let's do literal for literal. If you don't need a man, you don't need a man. If you live in an apartment, don't call the maintenance man when something is broken in your house. Just fix it yourself. If you don't need a man. If you don't need a man, if a person, male or female, is trying to break into your house, don't call the police. You don't need a man. Unless you say, hey, I am having an emergency, but I only want a woman to respond. Can you send the woman-only unit to my house to protect me and to protect my property, please? That's the level of disillusion that doesn't make sense to me. Why? I need men just as much as women need men. Men build the world. Men put the flooring down in your house. Men put the drywall out and drywall up in the home that you live in. Men painted the walls that you have. And that's not to say that there isn't a small percentage of women that do these things, certainly. But I would argue that there's a higher percentage of probability that there were men involved in putting the floors down, the roof in your house, and the walls up. So I'm just baffled. Help me understand. Maybe I need some enlightenment. Help me understand. Send me something in the chat. Help me understand what the definition of I don't need a man is, because I take it literally. When a woman says I don't need a man, that means you don't need men at all to live. You can live, you can sustain, you can survive without men purchasing the products that you sell or clicking on the videos that you make. You don't need men. I don't need men means what it says, as far as I understand. You don't need men to build anything for you, because you can drive on a road that hasn't been paved by a man. You can live in a building that doesn't have electricity provided by men. You can eat food that hasn't been grown by men. So when I hear the term I don't need men, that sounds like self-sustainment. Self-sustainment means you don't need any outside anything. So you are in a place that you own. You provide protection for the place, and you're good. I don't need a man. I've never seen that. If there's an island, maybe the Amazon Woman Island that's in Wonder Woman world exists and we haven't discovered it yet, I'd be happy to see it. Apparently they don't need any children because you can't have kids without sperm. But what do I know? But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm Chief Williams, Unfiltered. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm out.